This is going to be fun, guys. My name is Nick Duhame. For those of you who do not know who I am, I'm an independent broker with DAC. I've been part of DAC for the past 7 years now, and it's my honor today to be today's QB, leading today's huddle. And for those of you who are brand new, this is your first time joining in, being part of these huddles. Welcome. We like to get right into it. I'm going to keep this short. We start off with our beliefs because business owners out there have, at some point in their entrepreneurial journey, in their business journey, they have a need for growth, expansion. And that growth and expansion requires many times access to working capital, and business owners have limited options when it comes to obtaining funding. Everyone thinks banks are the answer, but the fact is 9 out of 10 business owners cannot receive bank funding, and that's why we exist. That is why we have our online funding platform, Bank Breezy, where they are going to provide them with the best option quickly and easily. And you can be in that unique position, in that blessed position, to be a part, to be a resource for those business owners if or when they need working capital, right? They may not need it now, some will, but most will need it at some point in the future. And you are here to fuel the front line of capitalism, which are business owners who are out there providing great opportunities, providing employment, and just building our economy. So we are blessed to be in this position to serve business owners because they're rock stars. They're out there, they're getting after it every day. And sometimes when they have those opportunities come across the table, time sensitive, guess who can help them? You can help them. So that's what we believe, guys. I'm going to jump right into our funding stories because there are a few, and these are phenomenal stories. This is a spotlight. This is a lender spotlight. This is our top lender that we represent on deck. And these are the last funding stories, funding wins in the last 72 hours. Story number one, a construction company out of Florida. Broker is David Cabrera. Funded amount is $150,000. This construction client needed immediate capital to purchase materials in advance for an upcoming project. On deck delivered $150,000 and also paid off a prior $40,000 balance from an earlier DAC deal, consolidating everything into one streamlined weekly payment with improved 18-month terms. Come on now. That's exactly what we on deck can do. Pay off with the remaining balance. They net the specific amount they need and even improve their terms. Story number two, construction company out of Arizona. Broker is Donald Clary. Product is $120,000 line of credit. Rather than taking a full lump sum, this client shows flexibility. With ongoing projects and slow paying customers, which is very frequent, happens in that industry, a $120,000 on deck line of credit allows them to draw funds only when they need it, keeping payments efficient and cash flow control only when they need it. So congratulations, Donald, for that client. Story number three, mining construction out of California. The broker is Quick Velox. Funded amount is $180,000. This client needed working capital to cover payroll and material costs. Although approved for up to $290,000, they strategically selected $180,000, exactly what was needed to cover upcoming expenses and excess leverage. So they were able to obtain $180,000, guys. These are big amounts, big upfront influxes of working capital. Story number four, a med spa in Florida. The broker is Brent Cross Group. Product, $120,000 line of credit. A returning on-deck DAC client, previously funded $150,000, is now experiencing rapid growth. Like I mentioned before, growth most of the time requires access to working capital. To stay ahead of demand, they secured a $120,000 line of credit to ensure liquidity as expansion accelerates. Story number five, towing company out of California. Broker is Ed Smelich. Forgive me, Ed, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but the product is $120,000 line of credit. Many lines of credit, guys, lines of credit are not easy to be approved for. They were approved for a $250,000 funding approval over 24 months This company opted instead for $120,000 line of credit to manage vehicle repairs, new hires, and weekly operating expenses. A smarter and flexible solution for their current needs. As you can see, On Deck is our top lender, our top partner, and they are providing these amazing, outstanding solutions for these business owners, right? As you can see, for flexibility, growth capital, consolidation, repeat funding. So they're providing fuel and solutions to these business owners, to these brokers. Congratulations, Bank Breezy team, because of this relationship that they have established with On Deck throughout time. This is possible. So guys, with that being said, I just want to go into my message real quick, real short. Focus on the process is the title. Focus on the process. Steve, you're rock and rolling, man. Keep going. Focus on the process. What's that? Vince Lombardi, the best, or one of the best football coaches in history, right? His message, his mentality, his philosophy, his psychology. Don't look at the results. Don't focus on the outcome. What's going to bring you the outcome, what's going to bring you the results is focusing on the process, perfecting the process. And that's today's message, guys. In DAC, what's our process? Meet, greet, and inform. Meet, greet, and inform. We're planting seeds, we're establishing relationships. Meet, greet, and inform. Canvassing an area, educating, short introductions, no pressure. Just informing and educating that you are you're trying to be known, you're getting there, you're a resource, you're there and available. Step number 2 of the process, reconnect, support, and stay present throughout time. After you've established that initial relationship, that first conversation, you continue to reconnect and support and stay present. You check in, you circle back, you support their business, you refer them business them for themselves. You share their online presence, you share their business to other people in your warm market, right? You're supporting their business. You stay visible, available, and present. And step number 3 of this process is simply staying consistent and repeating number 2. Because as you repeat number 2, you're going to hit a point where you have established trust with those contacts, with those businesses, right? All with intention. You've established trust. And what happens when you establish trust? They call you because they came across a need for funding. They call you first. They refer you business. So focus on the process, guys, not the outcome. Stay committed. Focus on, I'm here to meet, greet, and inform. I'm here to reconnect with my past contacts. I'm to support them. I'm going to stay present with them. Meet, greet, inform, new contacts, new businesses. Start being the number 1 educator and informer out there in your community. Who you are, what you do, and how you can help, how you can serve. So, questions. I strategized this to circle back into a prompt and a question of what the play of the day is today. So we've been focusing on gym and on the health and fitness space industry. So you've already implemented, you guys have been implementing from yesterday's play and previously, step number 1, meet, greet, and inform, right? Today's industry, HVAC contractors, we're in a specific time of the year where they are thinking about the busy season coming up, spring and summer right around the corner. So who do you know that owns an HVAC business? Who do you know that has worked on your own AC or heating systems? Who do you know that, who do you know in your family that has called an HVAC contractor, right? This is to spark ideas who you may know. Now, what's the play of the day? Reach out to 3 HVAC contractors, meet, greet, and inform. Introduce yourself, let them know who you are, how you can help. Let them know that you're available, you're a local member of the community, you're there, you're reaching out local to HVAC contractors, and you're letting them know, hey, just want to introduce myself. I'm here to help if or when you may need working capital. I know we're going into a busy season very soon, but if you're strategizing, I'm here to help. I'm here as a local resource. Nice to meet you. Here's my information. Reach out if you ever need to. That's it, guys. Reach out to 3 HVAC contractors, and I'd love to hear what your outcome is on Monday. Ready? Break.